All right, guys. So for this week coming up, we have literally the same plan um, that we have the week before. Um, the market is just basically in a stage of balance, and everywhere you look at it, it's basically the same scenario. Uh, being in this particular balance zone here. So until we break out of this zone, we'll, which is from here to here, we'll continue uh, balanced scenario. And I know that there's a lot of political stuff going out there, but obviously we just need a way to navigate and have some sense of direction, something to guide us. So basically, what we have here is this is the NQ, the Nasdaq. Um, this is the balanced zone, which is 22,095 all the way down to 21,098. Um, so if you measure this zone here, it's quite large. And people will probably say, well, wow, that's still considered balance. I'm like, well, it is until it isn't. So um, that's basically what we got. This is a 1,000 point balance area. Last week when I posted our plan, the weekly pivot was here, 21,514, and this is the session from Monday. As you can see, once we recapture that area, I want to say that it held. There was some back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and the reasons why you see the back and forth in this area is because uh, the midpoint of that balance zone is right around here. So you saw a lot of um, hitting that area, rejecting it, breaking it, coming back down, and that's what a market does um, when situations are unclear. So what we got here for this week is essentially the same thing as last week. This area here between 512 and 600. This is the area that we need to pay attention to. Um, so let me pause this for a second. So basically, what you have here is this area. I would probably suggest to basically stay away from this area, 600 and 500. Um, you can just basically go with the break. Above 600, you can try to trade back up. Below 500, you can try to play and trade back down. We got some areas here that are very, very critical. But again, we're in the midpoint of the balance zone. So anything can happen at this point. And like I said, there's a lot of political stuff going on out there. All right, so this basically is the NQ. So let's switch over to the ES. And the ES, we have the same scenario. We have a huge balance area here that stands from, just got to go a little higher, from here, 61, 62, all the way down to 5996. If you look at the midpoint, it's right here, 6079. We're slightly under 6063. So the only adjustment that I would make to my weekly plan is dropping the pivot point to the 6080. And from here, we just drive our attention to an old spike that is here around the 93, and there you have it. So we have a couple, well, this naked POC here, um, we could consider that one being tagged. And what the market did was came back down and tagged that one, came right below, and got into this area here and the 6059. I was thinking on Friday that it was a good opportunity that I could hit this area here, downside T1, which we had a spike here from 6049. I didn't get to that area, but we'll see what happens tonight. There's a huge opportunity for more downside. Again, it's all political driven stuff that it's hard to gauge sometimes, but the plan is there. We're going to pivot from 6080, then we got 6122, 6164. Now that the POC is tagged, and then we'll go to 6200 from there, which basically make a new all-time high. I will be probably looking for 6184 to be an area of importance. When you go back over here, you can see why this is the area that was sold off big time from. On the downside, we got 6044, which is a spike that was already tested. And we have another old spike here in this area, 6005, which is the bottom part of the balance area. It's a huge version POC or naked POC, whatever you want to call it here, 5984. And it's because this is probably an area in which you can look below the balance zone and fail. And what I mean by that is look below balance and fail. It will be something uh, that if you're watching, you're paying attention, it will probably look like this. Let me see if I can find the actual drawing. I think this is gonna be here. No, it's here. Coming back down here, let's just go not on a straight line. Tag that POC, get back here, retest it, and then get it back up to this pivot or this virgin POC. So that's a possibility. I mean, I don't know. We just focus on possibilities, but uh, I don't discard possibility of coming down here and doing a look below the balance and fail in this area here. So I'll leave that drawing right here, um, just for us to refer back to it later. But again, the plan is there, and I hope you can benefit from this information and see where we go from there. Another thing I do, so you all know, I'll take this balance area here. I get my volume profile, and I just draw the volume profile all the way. The more that we balance, I will just continue dragging the profile um, until I can get the value area high, which is still up there, 6158. The value area low is the blue line here, 607 6070, and the POC is right here, 6129. So if we get below, which we are right now, below this weekly pivot, it means that we are trading outside of the balance area low, or I'm sorry, not balance area low, but value area low from the profile of this particular balance zone. So if we start getting acceptance here below 6069, 6080, which is a weekly pivot, then I would definitely see that we're gonna hit some downside targets. It's basically all I see. And we have a true gap that's still open here at 6004, all the way down to 6000, and below the balance zone here. That's the true value gap here. So we'll see what happens, but at least we have a roadmap to navigate the markets this week. Thank you so much and have a great weekend.